The best part of filming in the studio is our dog, who's laying down right below us.
Who blends in with the carpet.
She's so cute.
I love her.
Maybe some of you have seen her before. She's very sweet.
Oh yeah, like in the Zuby interview when she decided to jump in front of the window.
That was hilarious. Someone actually mentioned it. Yeah, it was hilarious.
She opens doors now with both of her paws, and if she's not let in right away, she will pounce on the door like if a human being was pouncing.
Yeah, she like body slams the door.
Like she doesn't kill any animals or rodents. So I'm just so
She just
confused.
desperately wants to be with us all the time, but she's not particularly anxious. Anyway, enough about the dog.
Other people do say your dog is like your own, or
Are we anxious? Or do we just like to be with each other? Isn't that nice? Isn't that a good thing?
did you guys know that collagen stimulates better skin health?
Wait, what is this video even about?
The 10 ways to tighten loose and saggy skin.
Well, that's kind of out of left field with the whole dog talk.
It's just funny. It's like people maybe like dogs. I mean, who doesn't like dogs? Who doesn't think, I don't know. A lot of people don't like dogs.
Well, I think that loose and saggy skin is a big issue for women who are aging and also people who are losing weight, whether you're a boy or a girl.
We noticed that 85.8% of you guys are not subscribed. So what are you doing? We give you guys free weight loss advice. And to the 14.2% that are subscribed, you guys are doing something right here. So thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. But seriously, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below.
There is never been a time in history where more people are getting elective surgery on their skin, their breasts, their bellies, their butts to create a certain kind of look. And even young women are doing it.
You know, I completely forgot to tell you guys that Mom and I have lost 255 pounds with no loose skin, which is why we have the ability to speak about this.
Yeah, one girl joined our program and she was like, I actually just decided to join because you guys are the only weight loss influencers that don't have saggy, ugly, pale skin. And
Or
I was
marionette lines.
I was totally shocked. I was like, wow, that's interesting. I never really remarked on that. And when we started to reflect on our skin health, and we started to look at the methods that we use that frankly are generational, that my mother used, that my grandmother used. Unfortunately, I didn't really know the women on my dad's side of the family because they died early because they have a rare gene anomaly that causes them cancer and early death. But luckily, I didn't adopt that.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, so one of the things you and I did was massage our bellies and our skin. You do it every day still, but on my journey, I did that. And I didn't know that it stimulates collagen.
Yes, collagen gets stimulated. I mean, you really study the skin and looking at the different levels of skin. You start to understand how skin elasticity and collagen get produced. And as we age, we do produce less collagen apparently, and that's why our skin doesn't look as plump. And apparently collagen production is related to the hormone estrogen. And so also people who are, have a lot of estrogen can also have a slower thyroid and can also have a predisposition to gaining weight more easily, which is kind of interesting. But collagen is important and you can stimulate it through massage. And so you can massage your neck, your face, your chest, your belly, your thighs. And so I can only recommend it. A lot of people have issues with their cellulite, which is another kind of skin issue, so to say, or the way fat looks or is deposited. And you can also really help your cellulite, the look and the contouring through massage. Not everyone's comfortable massaging their own body, but honestly, it's a great way to start a different dialogue with your body as you're losing weight and getting healthy and learning to love yourself. But I mean true love, not the fake body positive kind. What?
I like that. I also know that we have a Premier Research Lab collagen that we love that's really inexpensive.
Well,
because of your amazing relationship.
Right. And if you want to get in on the collagen from the supplement from Premier Research Labs is a powder. It's fish based. So if you're a vegan, I have other suggestions for you. But yeah, I have a link for you to sign up and whatnot.
Everyone in our house loves it so much. And we have young people in our house, like me and someone else, who will just drink it. And then the older ones in our house are like, why are you guys drinking this? And we're like, because it's good.
Yeah, I put it in my matcha lattes. I put it in my smoothies.
It tastes like milk to me.
It does kind of taste like milk, which is ironic. It doesn't taste bad at all. We put it in our ice cream. We make homemade ice cream that is high protein.
Raw milk protein ice cream that's under
Or
300 calories.
coconut cream ice cream if you're a vegan. And but this collagen supplement is not vegan, but there are collagen supplements that are made from astaxanthin and other types of algae that are really, really good for you, which means also eating algae is really good for you. But not all of you are ready to do that. But Irish moss is also an excellent.
And if you join our program, we have an Irish moss pudding that you may love.
That's right. We make cheese out of Irish moss. You can put Irish moss in your smoothies. We make these beautiful little gels that you can just take spoonfuls of. And it's a great way to get minerals in your body, which we haven't even talked about, the mineral and skin connection, but that's for another video. If you want to have excellent skin, hydration is key. And I think everyone can probably make that correlation, but a well-hydrated person will produce vibrant, beautiful, vital-looking skin.
Our body is 90% water. So if we're dehydrated, imagine what our bodies think about.
And we wash our skin a lot too. So we're really washing away the layers of oil on the surface of the skin that create this natural hydration. So now we have to artificially, in addition to our own oil, we need to add oil oftentimes, especially if you're showering with, regular soap. Oil-based soaps are definitely better for you, like a Dr. Bronner's or an ancient Castile soap, which is an ancient recipe that is. So that's an idea for you. But skin health is key, like massage and making sure the skin is well hydrated from the inside out and the outside in.
Ooh, red light.
Another thing that we use is red light. We definitely have a beautiful red light, which was gifted to us by our dear friend. And I did a lot of research on this, and there's some more research coming out this year by a friend of mine who I hope to have on this podcast, who's a dermatologist, who's an expert in skin, and he has seen firsthand the healing benefits of using red light close to the skin. Proximity really matters. So if you have a red light, which you can get pretty inexpensively now, you want to be sure that it's like 4 inches away from the skin. And you also want to be clear about the how intense it is. It doesn't always mean when you have higher intensity that it's going to be better. But a lot of people are doing those like face. They look like Freddy Krueger or whatever. Not Freddy Krueger, but they're like, what's that?
Robots.
But what's that horror story?
I don't know. They just look like robots.
There's some kind of horror film thing that the masks look kind of creepy, but apparently a lot of people love them. I don't have any data on that, but red light is great for the skin. And not only for the face, also for the belly and the breasts and the back. And if you want to prevent skin cancer and this just overall skin health and elasticity, red light is exceptional if you can afford it. And you will use it because you do have to use it. Frequency matters, and you need to use it long enough. So not everyone wants to sit still in front of a red light for a half an hour a day. I mean, that's a commitment, right? In addition to all the other things that we do. I tend to use a red light when I'm either meditating or catching up on email or when I'm doing my hair or something, or when I'm doing a mask or even my dry brushing. So I try to fit the red light in.
She sits in front of the
red light
and does her dry brushing.
The only time I feel conflicted about that is when the sun is rising.
And every morning,
because it's like, which light is better? I can't decide. Sorry.
Open the window and you'll get both. But every morning, we also prioritize strength training and resistance training. And not included in this, but also cardio, just moving your body. Like when you sweat and you move your body and you build your muscles and you use your muscles like nature intended us to. Because guys, hundreds of years ago, we didn't have jobs like the ones we have today at desks. We were in the fields, getting our water, getting our everything. We were scrubbing our clothes hand. I mean, think about it. Just think about it. Our bodies were meant to move.
They really were. And there's something about the shaking of the flesh of the body that helps to stimulate the immune system. When your immune system is strong and vital, you're going to age more gracefully and your skin is going to be more vibrant. There's also a detoxification process that happens when you're exercising. Resistance training also helps the skin to become tight and lifted. When you're sweating, you're detoxifying. And this is another topic that belongs in this category, is how important detoxification is. We have a lot of members in our group, and Penelope firsthand, when she lost 165 pounds, which has just happened in the last couple of years, she was addicted to processed foods. I was completely blindsided. I did not have processed foods at the house, but she had them at school, and once she got hooked, she was hooked. And you may have had a predisposition to, addiction in your brain chemistry from your genetics. I don't know. Well, I do know my mom was a compulsive eater and was morbidly obese. But if you get off processed foods, you have a detox. I remember you had a detox. You had brain fog, you had difficulty sleeping, you had mood swings. Like, you do go through a detoxification. But if you are someone who is eating a lot of processed foods, do not expect your body to work optimally. It's just not gonna happen. Your body isn't meant to eat processed foods that are engineered to keep you in addiction mode. They're not good for your skin health because your body is not meant to absorb the nutrients from those foods. Those foods have a lot of difficult to absorb ingredients in them. For example, like if you can't pronounce it, like Penelope usually says, don't eat it. And there's all kinds of food colorings and chemicals in these foods that our bodies have to work so hard to detoxify. So if you can detox off of processed foods, choose nutrient-dense whole foods instead, and you will notice a huge difference in your skin in a short period of time. It'll take your gut microbiome a few weeks to get on board because all those fiber that you eat will go and proliferate beneficial bacteria in your gut microbiome. And then it's going to help your neurology, your brain, to get back online. And then once that process starts to happen, it's called the Gut-Brain Access. We have a program that you get as a bonus when you sign up for our support group, our Women's Accountability Group. You will start to notice a difference in your skin. But it takes about 3 weeks of consistency for you to see the difference. We teach you all about that, and we hold your hand, frankly, along the way. It's pretty exciting. Sorry, I know I just went through a lot.
You did. But it's good. It's great stuff.
It is.
So now we're going to do a little bit of myth busting because there are myths out there that if you do intermittent fasting, you will have no loose skin. And the truth is,
that's not, actually you can make it worse.
Intermittent fasting is great, but if you're losing 10 pounds a week or 10 pounds in 2 days, you're going to have a lot of loose skin, like maybe more than you want to have.
Well, and you're depleted. So when you're depleted, then you're going to look bad and your skin's going to have that sallow look. So that's just not, yeah, I agree. That's totally a myth. Taking Ozempic is also a myth that you're not going to have loose skin if you take Ozempic. I mean, I don't think loose skin. I think, in fact, people who are on Ozempic, they look ill. But there is a thing called Ozempic
like
face, right?
Deflated balloons.
Yeah.
Deflated balloons.
Well, they have Ozempic face. I mean, that's a thing, right?
And Ozempic body.
Oh, and Ozempic butt, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Yep. It's just loose skin, by the way. So
that's like
because you just lose it too fast. You don't have the nutrients you need. You don't eat enough, and you just look like a deflated balloon. Yeah. I do not want you to look like a deflated balloon. I want you to look like a plump, beautiful, voluptuous, fit, and healthy woman. Because that's what you deserve to look like.
I think everybody wants to look like that.
I think so too. So, fancy face wash, Mom. What's up with this? I've never heard of this.
One of the other myths that we wanted to bust is that by buying expensive cosmetics like fancy face washes and fancy creams that have collagen in them, or that, I just don't believe that's true. I've tried a lot of them. I've spent thousands of dollars.
I'm so sorry that you have spent thousands of dollars.
Well, I believed the marketing because of course they're going to market to what you want, but I just have not found that they're effective. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there who might disagree with me. And so by all means, disagree with me. Comment below. I'd love to hear about it because I'm always learning. But I don't know that I've found a cream that really does the trick. They're saying that bamboo does it, that corn silk does it, and it might help for a minute. But I mean, I think like good old-fashioned exfoliation, maybe an enzyme peel, maybe if you've really got the money and time, you want to do a laser treatment. Okay. But I mean, is there one magic cream that you're going to buy for $400 or $500 that's going to do it? Well, come to find out, a lot of those creams that make your skin tighter have preparation H in them. Oh yeah. When I used to be a plus size model, one of the OG plus size models in the 90s with Ford, they used to use preparation H actually on their eyes after a rough night, when they had to go shoot the next day. Yeah. Hemorrhoid cream, folks, that they're selling for hundreds of dollars. Of course it's going to take your wrinkles away, right? It tightens up the skin. I know, but you guys, don't be fooled.
Okay, on that note, if you want to lose weight naturally and healthfully and not do all these crazy things and spend thousands of dollars, because that's just ridiculous, you should join our women's group. We promote nature. We promote whole foods.
Natural living, holistic, whole
and we're
person.
Real people.
Yeah.
There's no ChatGPT weird stuff. It's just Mom and I and a bunch of awesome girls who are all in it together, losing the weight, being consistent, joining our calls every Monday.
Listen, I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in nutrition. I thought I had dodged this generational bullet of my mom being morbidly obese and it being one of her causes of death. And I didn't, because my very own daughter was 320 pounds just a few years ago. She was suicidal. She was depressed. She was anxious. And honestly, I wasn't sure she was going to make it. But now we're on the other side of it. And she's lost over 160 pounds. And it is like a whole new person is reborn. And I'm pinching myself every day. So we're not doing this because we want to become rich and famous. We are doing this because we care. And because we know the solution is right within reach, it's possible, but you do need education, you do need accountability, and you do need support. We believe that you can revolutionize your health and turn the obesity epidemic around. We are committed to making America healthy again. And it's really about getting back in the kitchen. It's about getting real. And it's about getting back to the kitchen table with real foods, real people, and real talk.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you all the time.
We help women to beat obesity with our Step It Up system in just 90 days. Click the link in the description to learn how to lose weight without drugs like Ozempic.